Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Colleen. I hope you have your morning drink. This morning we're going to talk about not comparing yourself. And then when done with the recording, the live crew, we're going to discuss our Mother's Day plans or our Mother's Day, what we did. And if you're watching live, I'm going to show I've got all my little gifty goodies here. I'll show you everything my girls got me. So anyway, this morning I wanted to talk about comparisons. And then we're going to, like I said, we're going to compare our Mother's Days. And thank you for everybody who sent me beautiful Mother's Day notes yesterday. Oh, good. I'm glad you like the new intro and the coffee mug from Costco. And so I do appreciate all the notes I've been getting. So comparison is the thief of joy. That's not original. That's Theodore Roosevelt. So good old Teddy Roosevelt. When you compare yourself, it kind of steals your thunder. I mean, why bother? It's always unfair, right? Anytime you compare, you're comparing apples and oranges. You can only compare yourself to the person in the mirror. They require some sort of ruler, some sort of metrics, right? So joy, happiness, those things can't be measured. Good morning, Tina. Comparisons rob us of time. Why are we wasting our time comparing ourselves, right? And because you're unique. We're unique. It's not fair. You can't compare apples and oranges, right? So it's just a waste of time. You have nothing to gain. What really do you gain when you compare yourself to other people? First of all, if you're comparing yourself to somebody who's way ahead of you in business, in life, in training, in education, in whatever, you're going to fall short. And if you compare yourself to people who are behind you in wisdom, in education, in career, in knowledge, then what does it do for you? It's a paralyzer. Exactly, Kim. What is it? It doesn't, but there's no end to comparisons. And we end up comparing ourselves, and it never works out. It just never works out much at all, right? And it puts the focus on the wrong person. When you're comparing yourself to another person, instead of working on yourself and improving yourself, you're comparing yourself and focusing on the wrong person. So stop it. Stop it. And you end up resenting the other person and you lose your joy. It's paralyzing. Exactly. Comparison best practices, yes. To a person, no. Absolutely. Belated Mother's Day. Thanks, Susie. So take note of the harmful nature of comparison is number one. It's ridiculous. All the stuff we talked about earlier just now, right? Think about that anytime you find yourself starting to compare yourself to somebody else and stop it. Number two, focus on your own successes. Focus on gratitude. Focus on reliving your wins of the day. Remember what we said, your brain has no GPS and it has no clock. So when you think back, you experience a happy moment and you think back to that moment at the end of the day, you think back to that moment, wow, that was a great moment. Just kind of close your eyes and feel it emotionally again. Journal that moment. Then go back and reread what you've journaled so you experienced the joy. You thought about it, experienced it again. You wrote it down, which might be kind of an experience, right? You're kind of feeling it as you're writing it down. And then you reread it and experience it again. 4 times the joy, 4 times the gratitude, 4 times the benefits. So when you think about the things you're grateful for and focus on your wins of the day and your successes and how that compared to where you were yesterday, now you're comparing yourself to the right person, yourself. Number 3 is pursuing the greater things in life. Some of the greatest treasures in the world are things that you can't hold on to, you can't touch, you can't see. Love, humility, empathy, selflessness, generosity. Those are some of the biggest gifts. Focus on those. Focus on those. Thank you, Sherry. She likes my hair. It's my Lucille ball. Compete less and appreciate more. Appreciate the people in your life, the things in your life, the just focusing on gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Just can't say that enough. So many scientific studies have been done about the importance or the benefits rather, consequently the importance of being grateful. Good morning, Patty. And just focusing on your health, how being grateful and expressing that gratitude increases your health. So there you go. That's where you focus your attention. Number 6, remind yourself nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. When you start finding yourself, even if you're comparing yourself to yourself, and you start beating yourself down and feeling bad about it, girl, stop it. No more. I'm sorry, you're not getting yourself anywhere because nobody is perfect. How many perfect people have ever been born into this world? Remember, very small number. Okay? So quit beating yourself up if you make a mistake. Use that as an experience that will help you fail forward to success. Always do the whole 10,000 tries on Edison to creating the light bulb. What if he had stopped at 9,999 times, right? He kept, nope, that didn't work. Nope, that didn't work. Nope, that didn't work. And he kept moving forward. The key is to have a target and take baby steps toward it every day. So yeah, there's going to be setbacks. There's going to be times you're going to be knocked under the shoulder of that road, but keep going. It's going to be a little bumpy over in the shoulder, but then you'll get back on the smooth pavement and but if you stop, you're dead on the side of the road. You're roadkill. So keep moving, keep going. And remember, nobody's perfect. You're going to make mistakes. Accept that right now. Accept that the fact that when you're going towards something, you're learning something new, you're trying something new, you're going to make mistakes. Mistakes happen. Number 7, when you start feeling bad about things, get thee outside and take thee a walk. A 20-minute walk, a 10-minute walk. Just breathe some fresh air. We have this, bless her heart, we have an indoor cat that she was one of our rescue cats. And she's out in the rec room, which is a different building for outside. It's like where the big TV, the surround sound, it's kind of where the workout room is. It's I don't know, I think it's like 24 by 24. Anyway, it's just a building that's not attached to the house, but it's part of our house, right? And so she kind of lives out there because when we got her, she was super sick and super infested with all sorts of diseases, and she had to be kept away from all the other animals. So she's been indoors her entire life. Well, you know what happens in the spring and you open the windows? You probably do the same thing. You smell that wonderful air and you go, I gotta be outside. And so this is what she's going through right now. So she's been outside and she's just not really good at it. But that being said, being outside is really good for you. Breathe some fresh air. See greenery. Something happens in our brain when we see greenery. And so getting a walk, getting some exercise, raising that heartbeat just a little bit is going to be doing wonders for you. Number 8, find inspiration without comparison. And it's like Joanne said earlier, you can compare best practices. You can see, okay, I like how they did that. I'm going to try to do those things without saying, look at Chalene Johnson. Why am I not where Chalene is right now? In her business, in her weight loss, in her fitness, in her, whatever. But I can look at other people and say, ooh, I like how they did this, this, and this. So you can learn from other people's actions and try to duplicate those things. That's fine. That's fine. You're just a roadkill, Tina. That's right. Go out and mingle with the horses, says Sherry. Absolutely. But Kim does that too. Roadkill comment. Yeah. Soaking up the sunshine is priceless. It really is. Vicki, I didn't know your sister had horses. So many horsewomen we have here in the mornings. That's great. So humbly asking other people questions about how they got where they are, reading biographies of people that inspire us. But if you're comparing, then you have to put a stop to that and go for a walk. So number 9, of course, is if you need to compare yourself to yourself. If you really feel the need to compare, look at the person in the mirror. Just look at the person in the mirror and say, where was that person a year ago? And my friend Kim Becker reminds me of this all the time. She goes, yeah, Colleen, where were you a year ago? Remember when we first met a couple of years back? Remember where you were? So if you have to compare yourself to yourself. So again, that list is a practical guide. Take note of the foolish nature of comparison. Become intimately aware of your own success is number 2. Number 3, pursue the greater things in life, the things that are the intangibles, like love and humility and selflessness and gratitude. Number 4, compete less and appreciate more. Number 5, focus on gratitude, 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 gratitude. Number 6, remind yourself that not only you, but nobody is perfect. And even though people are presenting this perfect little picture and you can't see outside the frame, everybody's making mistakes. There's messy desks everywhere. You just can't see them because people hide their imperfections. So remind yourself, nobody's perfect. And sometimes the people you're comparing yourself to, by the way, have a maid, have a cook, have a glam team, have a butler, have a chef. So don't compare yourself to people in general. Number 7, take a walk. Number 8, find inspiration without comparison. And number 9, if you need to compare and you find yourself striving to compare yourself to the person in the mirror. So those are our brief thoughts for today. I hope those were helpful. Make sure you like, comment, and share this video. If you're not following me on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I've been recording some things on the side that you don't know about that are going to be released only on my YouTube channel. So make sure that you subscribe over there. All right, so this is it. Short, brief, to the point, and we're going to head on out of here for today. For my live people, stick around because we're going to be talking about Mother's Day and our gifts, and I'm going to show you all the little goodies my girls got me. So take care, God bless, and we'll see you next time. That was not supposed to come up.